Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? I'm going to talk to you today about the Hwanggan battle. The Hwanggan battle that occurred in the Korean War, the 23rd to the 28th of July, 1950. And even though the Americans had to withdraw from that position, they inflicted more casualties on North Koreans than North Korea inflicted on the Americans, okay? The U.S. Army that fought in that battle, they were from the 27th Infantry Division, sorry, the 27th U.S. Infantry Regiment, 25th U.S. Infantry Division. So the 27th Regiment, 25th U.S. Infantry Division. They came to this area to relieve the retreating South Korean soldiers, okay? They fought against the 2nd North Korean Division. That was a combination of North Korean Infantry and North Korean Army, okay? The 2nd North Korean Division lost 6 of 8 tanks. They had help from the U.S. Air Force's F-80 planes. They had help from them, and the U.S. Air Force F-80 planes destroyed 3 of the tanks, and then the U.S. Army bazooka team destroyed the other 3, okay? All right. They also took about 30 North Korean prisoners, and the 2nd North Korean Division lost about 3,000 soldiers. Where the 2nd North Korean Division lost 3,000 soldiers, whereas the 27th Infantry Regiment lost 53 men were killed, 221 were wounded, and 49 were missing in action. So this allowed the United States to inflict North Korean casualties to slow North Korea's advance, so the United States could set up the Busan perimeter. So, during a lot of these battles, they inflicted many more casualties on the North Koreans than the North Koreans inflicted on them. Even though North Korea did advance, they had to advance a lot slower, and the U.S. held North Korea at the Busan perimeter. So God bless the brave U.S. soldiers for keeping on fighting, keeping on fighting, keeping on fighting. God bless, in this battle, God bless the U.S. Air Force and the U.S. Army for their accomplishments and their sacrifice. So, also, shortly after that battle, there was a Kimchon area battle, okay? And the bravery of the U.S. soldiers was was really true, no more evident than in the case with Harry Mitchell. Harry Mitchell was wounded 4 times, and he was bleeding pretty badly, but he stayed with his gun and kept fighting the North Koreans and fighting the North Koreans. And on the south edge of town, a lot of U.S. soldiers were able to set up 81mm mortars. Like, a small rocket smaller than cannon is a mortar, and they're mainly used to stop the enemy infantry from advancing. And they battled the 3rd North Korean Division. And the 3rd North Korean Division suffered 2,000 casualties. Now, the U.S. in that battle suffered 916, 78 killed, 419 wounded, another 419 missing. But the North Koreans suffered 2,000 casualties. That is how well the Americans did in slowing the North Korean advance. Before the Battle of Busan perimeter, they did not stop the North Korean advances, but they slowed them down a lot. So, God bless the U.S. Army and U.S. Air Force and U.S. Marines for doing that. Now, the U.S. Marines really shined in the Battle of Busan perimeter. That's really where they shined the most. But God bless the U.S. Army and U.S. Air Force before the Battle of Busan perimeter for slowing down the North Korean advance. And the U.S. Marines were involved in these battles as well, but not as heavily as in the Busan perimeter. So, focus on the U.S. Army and the U.S. Air Force mostly for this because of that. So, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.